Hello, I'm CammyG and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World daily update videos where we go over the llama shop, everything to do with missions, mission alert refreshers, daily quest refreshers, all of that stuff. Sadly today we don't have any V-Bucks, but we had a lot yesterday and we've got a new season, so there's plenty to be excited about. First off, with the llamas. Obviously, always good to just log on to check to see if your upgrade llama goes gold, because you could get, some nice rewards there. For the limited time one, we have It's a Trap, which, if you know me, if you watch my videos, I love traps more than anything in this game. So I think it's definitely worth checking this out. If it goes gold, you can get a lot of great schematics for 200 tickets. But I will say that pretty much all of these traps can be gotten via mission alert rewards most days. So, if you watch our daily videos, if you haven't seen them before, definitely subscribe because we go over what missions are good to get traps. Speaking of, actually, there's one in Ventures quite low down as well. So, yeah, we'll get to that in a second, though. We'll start... Actually, we'll go to the event shop just to remind you that we are now in a new event. So we have new heroes like Miss Bunnypenny. Well, I say new heroes, newly available. She's definitely not a new hero. She's been here since... the dawn of time. And then weekly items have been refreshed, so you can get yourself all of those as well if you've got the gold to get it. Now we'll go to quests. So for the war games, we have no building and space rocks in Stonewood. You should be fine with that if you have our endurance AFK builds. If you don't, check the description. We have those playlists linked. Space rocks will not break through your build fully, especially if you put down a constructor's base. If you don't, you should be fine still, I think, though the waves are a bit longer in war games. In Twine, we have hotspots with heavy explosives, so that one you're probably not going to be able to do unless you are active and placing a base and helping with the enemies. Space rocks with surprise, so surprise is always a wild card. I don't recommend doing it. And then head games for plankton. You're not going to be able to do that unless you're using your gun, so you won't be able to use the endurance builds for it. But speaking of endurance, the daily is Stonewood, which is the easiest one to do, let's be honest, so if you've got our builds, you're good for that. And then for Survive the Horde, the dailies are just, I think, going to be repeating themselves. Complete 5, 10, and 15 waves of Survive the Horde. Now, bearing in mind, I don't think you have to do this in one go, so if you want to just hop in, do 5 waves and you lose, you can come back in, do another 5, and it'll keep adding up, I think. As far as that goes, that's it for the daily stuff there. And then, yeah, next we'll be going to the actual zones. So we'll start in Ventures here. So there was a good one to call out. Here we go. Floor Launcher, Legendary Trap. This is what I'm talking about. If you want to get it from these instead of the llamas, save your tickets for maybe some Legendary Survivors. Although you can get those from missions as well. I'm presuming no one's much higher than this in Ventures yet anyway. But this is where I'm at. So this is where I'll be showing for the time being. Other than this, there's not too much to really show in here, but you're going to be running most of these missions if you are trying to, increase your level in Ventures anyway. So we will then move on to Stonewood. Reason being, you're probably fed up of hearing this if you watch my daily videos all the time, but everyone has access to Stonewood, and then as you make your way up the game, obviously more people are going to not be able to get into Twine, for example, so the higher up you go, the less people will be able to access the missions. So I start in Stonewood because everyone can access it. Now we've got a mini reward llama there, and honestly, that's about it for Stonewood. Those 4-player missions not really worth it. I'm just going to move straight on, if I'm honest. I don't want to waste your guys' time. We have another trap in Plankton. It is epic, though. It's the Ceiling Zapper. So, I mean, maybe if you just want to get it in the collection book if you don't have the epic version. But other than that, not really worth going for. And then everything in Plankton is epic or rare. Like, if you're coming in here for stuff, I wouldn't recommend it because you're going to have to use your flux to make it legendary anyway. And at that point, you might as well just research it from the collection book. Although, obviously, it will cost you manuals as well, so you might want to save those, I suppose. But Survivor XP on that one, not really worth going for. Not really worth going for the Hero XP on that 4-player. And then this one, not really worth it. So far, we're doing really well for missions today. I mean, surely you're all going to be focusing on Ventures and Survive the Horde anyway, aren't you? Right? Right? Surely. We have a vacuum tube sword in this mission here. No, it's not. It's not that one. I have absolutely lied to you. I'm so sorry. Is it over here? There we go. Copper vacuum tube sword. I say copper every time as if it matters. It doesn't really. Now, speaking of that ceiling zapper in the previous area, not worth doing that 4-player mission, by the way. I think we have one somewhere. Another 4-player not worth doing. Is it down here somewhere? Here we go. We have Freedom's Herald and the Ceiling Zapper. Ceiling Zapper, great trap for the end of your trap tunnels. Definitely get that if you haven't got it already. That's not worth doing. What else have we got in Canny? The Vacuum Tube Sword, you can get it again higher up in Canny, so I'm not going to bother covering that because, well, we've just shown where you can get it lower down. And got 2 survivors there, but they're both epic, so you might not be interested in that. And then, honestly, we're going to make our way up to Twine. Like, it's not great today, guys, I'll be honest. It's not great. As far as rewards go in here, there's a good mission in the 94 area in the data. Am I in Twine? Yeah, I am. Okay. Just looked a bit blanker to me. Who knows? 2 mini reward llamas there, though. It's pretty decent. Not worth doing that 4-player mission. Not worth doing that one. That one's pretty good, though. 4 times lightning bottle. Pretty good reward there. Let's keep going up. And that's not worth doing, I don't think. Not worth doing that one either. I think... Ooh, we've gone past it, actually. Where is it? Is it here? There we go. Argon Assault Rifle. Probably one of the better assault rifles in the game. In my opinion, it is energy. It does use energy ammo, so obviously that's a bit more expensive, I guess, comparatively to other stuff. But it's a really good assault rifle, I think. Trailblazer Quinn there if you don't have her, if you want to use her for a build or to put her in the collection book, either way. We have a Floor Freeze Trap, legendary version, so great trap again. Every enemy that gets frozen by it will take more damage. Harvester Sarah there, but you're going to have to do a 4-player mission for her because the only other reward is Survivor XP. Not overly worth doing just for that, but obviously it is a hero, it's a bit more rare, so it might be worth doing if you do want her. Wall Spikes and Nailer on this one, pretty good for a single mission, I'd say. Wall Spikes, definitely a great trap to cover your flanks in endurance builds and just cover the objective in regular missions. 4-player missions, let's keep checking these. So 4 times Storm Shard though on that one, that's pretty good. Definitely check that one out, I reckon. And then let's just keep working our way up, looking at the 4-player missions. 4 times Reperk there, pretty decent. 4 times Lightning in a Bottle, another pretty decent one. So you're going to have to be in very high Twine to get the best out of your missions today, folks. Sorry about that. I say that as if I made the choice to do that. 4 times Storm Shard and Eye of the Storm there. And even higher up in the zone here. Not really worth doing that one. Not really. That one's not too bad, but yeah, it's up to you. 6 times Storm Shard there, though. Jesus, that is definitely worth doing. And then that's probably not worth doing. And there's one hidden down here as well. That has a legendary survivor, which is a lot. A 164 player just for a legendary survivor is probably not the easiest way to go about getting one. You can actually get one in the store, by the way, if you don't know. You can get one in the event item, so 1 legendary there just for 700 gold, which is pretty cheap, I think. But yeah, that should cover everything for today, I think. Pretty uneventful day. I do appreciate the season has just come out, though, so please do forgive the game for not having too much great stuff going on. But yeah, get yourselves back in Scurvy Shoals or in the Survive the Horde. Get yourself on those events. They are super fun. Really enjoying the ventures. Really enjoying the mechanics in there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. All of you regulars, I really appreciate it. And any new viewers, I appreciate you too. Thank you for the views. I always appreciate that. You know, I do make these videos to get spread out to people. And if you do enjoy this video, consider subscribing for future ones. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this one, and I will hopefully see you in a future video. Maybe it'll be a Ventures Quest video. Who knows? I'll see you out there. Enjoy.